Are you using shampoo as a face mask? Are you popping pimples on purpose? What about ginger shots for acne? These are the kinds of skincare hacks blowing up online right now, but do they actually help or do they just make your skin worse? Hi, I'm Dr. Mamina, a triple board certified dermatologist, and today I am reacting to some of the most viral skincare videos around acne, glowing skin, and random skincare trends, so you don't fall for the hacks that actually can hurt your skin. We'll break down what's science-backed and what's just for clicks, and what might actually work. Plus, I'll share what I actually recommend to my patients instead. All right, here's the first video. Okay, so this girl showed pretty, I would say that's severe acne. And then she showed her results after she used a retinoid, specifically the ordinary Grand Active retinoid. It looked like the 5% and it's in squalane. I love this video, to be honest. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised that it disappeared with just that treatment, but I have to emphasize that retinoids are such an important component of an anti-acne routine. I don't think people understand that. They're not gonna work quickly at getting rid of acne, retinoids won't, but it's something that's gonna really do an amazing job at getting to the pore, clearing out and unclogging all of those pores so that your pores don't have the ability to make an acne bump. I prefer prescription retinoids like tretinoin, adapalene. Well, you can actually get adapalene over the counter now. So I would prefer like that if you were to get something over the counter over this, but I think it's great that she got amazing results like this from The Ordinary. But once again, I want to emphasize, don't think that you're going to get results like her with just that one treatment. But I also want to emphasize that retinoids are super important if you have acne. All right, let's go to the next video. I also like this video. I mean, obviously it's sort of satirical. It's just, you know, showing things that we don't want to see. She's poking her pimple or trying to pop her pimple with utensils like forks, tweezers, and then she puts on gloves. And people think that as long as you have clean hands, you're wearing gloves, that you can pop pimples at home. Like, even that is terrible. Any kind of pressure on a pimple can cause trauma and inflammation, and for it to just get worse, it can lead to more scarring. We never recommend popping your pimples. Now, of course, there's exceptions and there's ways to pop a pimple safely, but it's not something that we try to promote because most people won't be able to do it safely. But yeah, you really just, when you pop a pimple, you want to pop it in a way that minimizes any pressure to the pimple, because the pressure is what's increasing the inflammation and the scarring potential. So oftentimes you have to lance it, and not every pimple is a candidate as well. So anyways, I don't even want to go into that because I don't want people popping pimples. One of my favorite at-home treatments though is a hydrocolloid patch. Love that, lifesaver. For a spot treatment, I'm a big fan of benzoyl peroxide, sulfur. But honestly, I gotta say, spot treatment is really not the way one should approach acne. As I said in the previous video, retinoids are such a huge mainstay of acne treatment. They're so important for not only treating acne, but preventing new breakouts in the future. The goal is to not have to deal with breakouts. You don't want to get at them when you see them. You want to prevent them from coming in the first place. So that's why you want to be on a solid skincare regimen, something that involves a regular retinoid, and then incorporating like one other acne product regularly over your face, whether it's a benzoyl peroxide product, salicylic acid, azelaic acid, sulfur, one of those. Let's move on. Here's our next video. Okay, I'm actually not familiar with this product. I don't even know if it's made up. It looks delicious. Strawberry sugar food mask by Skin Food. And this is supposed to help cleanse your pores and exfoliate. So like sugar scrubs and whatnot can help with exfoliation. I also don't think her results were real. It looked like there was a filter that kind of blurred her skin. So to me, I mean, maybe not, but it happens so much on social media. So you really have to take those things with a grain of salt. It's not gonna be just like one product that miraculously gets rid of clogged pores, blackheads. It's multiple different products and it's a consistent routine. Yes, exfoliation is important. I personally prefer a chemical exfoliant, something with AHAs like glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid, and or something with BHAs like salicylic acid. BHAs target the oil and AHAs target the buildup of skin cells. It also helps with like the skin like collagen structure as well around your pores. And then retinoids are super important. Retinoids help increase skin cell turnover, so you're not getting a buildup of skin cells in your pores. So being on a consistent regimen with like 2 products, 1 exfoliating, 1 retinoid, and then cleansing regularly. Niacinamide can help too. But anyways, so the point of this video is to bring awareness that yes, you can help pores with exfoliation, usually not just with 1 product, and probably not this one. And then when you see before and afters of pores, be super wary of filters that people often use when they do videos like this. All right, let's check out this next one. All right, Head and Shoulders to help treat acne. This isn't like super far off base, but let's talk about this. So Head and Shoulders contains something called parathione zinc. Zinc has some anti-inflammatory properties for acne. It's not like our main go-to treatment for acne. We do like parathione zinc for people with yeast issues. Obviously, dandruff is what Head and Shoulders is used for. Dandruff is exacerbated by the yeast that lives on our skin. If people have acne or what's called fungal acne or pityrosporum folliculitis, it's not technically acne, it's a folliculitis where you actually get yeast invading your hair follicles and causing an acne-like breakout, Head and Shoulders could certainly work for that. So the moral of the story is Head and Shoulders can work if you have pityrosporum folliculitis, aka fungal acne, which most people don't have that. And it may help somewhat with people with regular acne. I'm a little bit cautious. It's not formulated for facial skin, so want to watch out for potentially drying out your skin. It's not a go-to recommendation from derms. Now, what does fungal acne look like? It can look very similar to regular acne, but usually it's a bunch of like small little pinpoint papules or little tiny bumps that look monomorphic or very similar to each other. It loves the forehead. It can also occur things like on the chest, upper back. Really, it can occur anywhere, like anywhere on the face. But like I said, it has this monomorphic pattern where all the bumps look very similar. And sometimes it can itch and it may not improve with conventional acne treatment. But I would honestly like leave it up to a derm if you're not noticing improvement with your regular acne treatment. Okay, let's see this next video. Okay, ginger shots for acne. You're not gonna get miracles from this, okay? I think ginger is amazing in terms of just health benefits. It's anti-inflammatory, so maybe indirectly could sort of help your acne, but it can just kind of help with your overall health. I mean, it does have some interesting like antimicrobial properties, so that's where I can see where it can also help with acne. Obviously not enough for it to be a very strong anti-acne treatment. So please don't go buying ginger shots or making ginger shots. That seems like really hard to do actually, to treat your acne. You can certainly do it if you want to like improve your health. It'll also help with like GI stuff, but yeah, just for your health. Don't expect miracles for your skin. Okay, let's see this next video. First of all, I don't even know if this is real, because when we see cases of thick scale like this on the scalp, usually it's psoriasis. Sometimes some fungus can do it. It's called tinea capitis. And for psoriasis, like if you use a razor on it, the scalp would be pretty sensitive to that and potentially could bleed. And if it were tinea capitis, it would also have like a lot of inflammation associated. It wouldn't just look like straight scale like that. And then dandruff doesn't usually get like to this extent. So I'm a little bit concerned about the actual realness of this video. Let's say that this is real. The way to approach this is not to shave your head off, although I guess not having hair there can allow products to work better. But I definitely recommend a product with salicylic acid, like things that can break up the buildup of skin cells. So there's like shampoos that have salicylic acid in them. like Neutrogena makes one, the T-Cell shampoo. And you certainly want to see a dermatologist. Yeast can certainly play a role in making the scalp build up. So I usually prescribe like an anti-yeast shampoo. Something that can also really soften the scalp, this is like a little bit of a hack, is mineral oil. Like you could put mineral oil on your scalp, leave it in your scalp for like 8 hours. You might have to wear a shower cap or some kind of bonnet like at night, and then wash that with like a salicylic acid shampoo. But don't razor it straight off. Yeah. Okay, let's see this next video. Okay, diaper rash cream to help repair your skin barrier. I'm actually not totally opposed to this, but not everyone is a candidate. So be careful if you're trying to reach for diaper cream to help your face. Now, why does diaper cream potentially work? Well, it has zinc oxide, which I said has like some anti-inflammatory properties. It's a very strong barrier cream. So barrier really serves as an occlusion and allows hydration, moisturization to really stay in your face, which allows repair to happen. It allows your skin barrier to actually rebuild if it's compromised in some way. A lot of times diaper creams can come with some other ingredients that can be soothing and help reduce redness. This could be a wonderful mask to use. I'm very cautious in people who have acne because something very occlusive can increase breakouts. It's not something that I recommend people do regularly. If you have super compromised skin, if you're breaking out with like not with acne, but with very irritated, very sensitive skin, you could maybe do this every once in a while, but not regularly daily. Okay, moving on. All right, so she is showing the oiliness of her skin, and she's right. When you have more oil in your skin, the chances of you developing wrinkles is lower than the average person. Sebum is good and nourishing for your skin, actually. So let's talk about why it might be beneficial to have oily skin. When you have more sebum, you actually have a stronger skin barrier. So your skin in general is healthier. You can tolerate actives better, whether it's retinoids, exfoliating product. You can also withstand certain environments better, like if you traveled, went to a dry environment, your skin will do much better. And you also will naturally have like a nice little glow. But yes, increased oiliness is probably not something people like or enjoy. You also have a higher risk of getting acne. But yes, some people just naturally are more oily. Genetics definitely plays a big role with that. We do know that hormonal changes can increase your oil production, like higher androgens like testosterone, changes in your progesterone to estrogen ratio can play a role. Sometimes certain foods can increase the type of oil that you make or can potentially increase oil production. But like I said, a lot of it's genetic. All right, here's the last one. Okay, I mean, her skin did look kind of good after she was done, but I definitely have my thoughts on skin flooding and these 10-step skincare routines. So skin flooding, essentially, you are using a bunch of different hydrating products, multiple layers of hydrating waters, essences, fluids, then followed by like thicker serums and moisturizers. And yeah, it can be a bit much, especially if you are acne prone. I think that if you have an issue with your skin, whether it's acne, irritation, like you gotta keep things simple because you don't wanna like muddy the water and confuse the whole picture on like what's working or helping your skin. She was using like multiple different essences, fluids, moisturizers, and I'm sure they are all wonderful and great and hydrating for the skin, but she is only increasing her odds of reacting to her product. She's increasing her odds of potentially breaking out from using too much product. So I would say if you're dealing with breakouts or any kind of skin issue, to keep it minimal. It's possible that you would be great doing a 10-step skincare routine. Honestly, layering like different waters, like different milky substances might be okay. But as you get more occlusive with like the thicker serums and moisturizers, it's gonna get a bit much. So not for acne, but maybe for some people. Some of these trends had some good intentions, but others, let's just say they probably didn't get those recommendations from a derm. So it's always tempting to try these fun-looking fast fixes, but long-term skin health by way of consistent, science-backed skincare always wins. If you liked this kind of reaction video, please let me know in the comments or send me more skincare trends to react to. And if you're looking for acne-safe routines or science-backed glow-ups, check out my playlist linked right here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.